Let's touch base with the management of Thomas Cook. Madhavan Menon, who's the CMD of the business, joins in to give us more details about how things have fared in the first quarter of FY18. Now, thanks very much, sir, for taking out the time to speak with us. What's the rationale, first up, for acquiring Kuoni's global network of destination management specialists? First, we'll talk about that and then look at your financials.
Essentially, we have acquired the destination management businesses. In the travel jargon, this essentially means tourists coming into a country, and we acquired a network across spanning 18 countries from Kuoni Investments. Essentially, this will give us a global footprint from Australia into Southeast Asia, into China, into the Middle East, into Southern Africa, and the United States and Canada. Now, each of these businesses essentially cater to tourists coming into those countries, and it is our attempt to sort of spread the footprint of our business so that we're not just India-centric, but we're focused on Asia and other continents. Having said that, we see Asia as a destination of choice from European as well as American tourists, and therefore being present in that market will help us gain access to the growth numbers that are expected over the next couple of years.
Okay. Hi, Mr. Menon. Let's also talk a little bit about the financial consideration and for this. And can you tell us what kind of growth we can expect in these geographies? Any more tie-ups in the offing?
So, as far as the financial considerations are concerned, we are not permitted to provide any numbers till the closing of the transaction. But however, having said that, I will mention that all these companies are profitable. Our expectation is that their profitability will grow over the next couple of quarters, because you must appreciate at the Fairfax Financial Holdings and Thomas Cook India, we believe in allowing managements of the respective companies to operate, take decisions and operate in their respective markets rather than operate as one group. So our expectation is that they will be freer to pursue opportunities which they have been constrained under the Kuoni ownership, and therefore we believe that they will be able to grow their businesses and grow their margins.
Mr. Menon, tour operators are said to be paying a service tax on 60% versus 25% of the amount they bill to customers. According to a government notification, this would come as a major setback for your company and for the sector. How are you reading into this development?
So, we have not seen any setback so far. In fact, if you look at our forward bookings, which is how we measure the outbound business at Thomas Cook and SOTC, we're actually growing much faster than over last year. And my expectation is that by the time we end the season, we would have clocked somewhere close to 14 to 15% growth over the previous year. I actually believe that while there has been, the taxation numbers have changed, people still have aspirations to travel, and this is not necessarily seen as a setback.
Okay, let's talk about the business as a whole. And have you seen a substantial pickup in online bookings? What kind of traction are you seeing here? What's the strategy?
Look, we've seen bookings all around, both online as well as bricks and mortar pickup. And I think part of this is driven by the strength of the rupee also. You'll appreciate that the rupee has strengthened significantly this year. People do see that as an opportunity. Simultaneously, we also believe that the aspirations of people are only growing. They're not actually declining. And my expectation is that this year we will actually grow, as I mentioned, in double digits over the previous year.
Okay, and I know it's now behind us, the demonetization impact, but what exactly did the industry go through? Are things now completely back to normalcy? What's the outlook on travel and tourism given the summer holiday season as well?
So first of all, demonetization did not have any impact. Yes, initially when it did happen in November, I think people were distracted more by having to deposit money into banks, how to withdraw money. But starting January, we saw a bounce back in bookings, and that trend has not stopped. It continues. My expectation is that the season will actually extend by about a month or so, because bookings started a little later than they normally would, and therefore I don't see any negative impact of any of these activities, and the